Hi guys, so I decided to make a video about my first day of college, which starts tomorrow, and I am nervous/excited about it. My first class starts at like 9:30 in the morning tomorrow, which is not too bad, but I still have to get up early, and I have 3 classes tomorrow. And my last class ends at 1:45, so it's not too bad. It's not that long of a day, so I just hope everything goes smoothly. I have a lollipop, by the way. It's rainbow color. Pretty. I really should not be eating this right now. It's like 10 o'clock at night. But I'm a sugar addict, so this is what I do. I'll be okay. I guarantee college is going to be so much better than high school. I did not like high school. Anyways, I think I should start getting ready for bed because I have an early morning tomorrow. Everyone, and see you guys soon.
Hey guys, so I'm off to my first day of college, and I thought it would be fun to document my ride there, so let's get going. Oh, you bitch. Maybe it'll work at this angle.
I make them good girls go. Good girls go. Daddy's little girl, just take a bite. Let me shake up your world. Cause just one night couldn't be so wrong. I'm gonna go. Good girls go.
Well, it's a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Okay, so I'm here, and I'm gonna go. Talk to you guys after. I'm back from my first day at college. I've been home for like 2 hours, and it went well. I had a good time. It was much different than high school. Better. No way. Kylie. I saw some familiar faces, met some new people, so it was good. My first class started at 9:30. I had 3 classes today. And my first class was called the Freshman Experience. And so I started at 9:30, and I got to the campus like an hour early, so I had like a lot of time to spare. So I was walking up to the hall, and I noticed a girl that I graduated with. So she was sitting down on the bench, and I sat down next to her, and I was like, hey, and she was like, oh, hey. I was like, oh, I didn't know you went here. She's like, yeah. So we were talking for a little bit, and then we decided to go in the building and try to find our classes. So we were just like wandering around the halls, and we found our classes, and we were like hanging out in like the little lounge area that they had. So, you know, we were just talking for a little bit, and then eventually she had to leave because she was in a different class than I was. So it's 9:30, and like the teacher, professor, whatever, isn't there yet. So we're like, okay. And there was like all the kids like hanging out by the door and on the couches, and so we're like waiting there, and 10 minutes later, no teacher. 15 minutes later, no teacher. Okay, it's 10 o'clock now, and the class is supposed to be over at 10:20. She's still not here, so we're just like, is she ever gonna come? 10:20 comes, and she's still not there. And we're like, is class over? Are we allowed to leave? Because she never showed. And we all had like other classes to go to. I had a class at 11 o'clock that I needed to go, and it was in a different hall, so I needed to leave. So we're all just like, alright. So we all just left, and she never showed up, and I was like, alright, cool. So my next class was statistics, and that started at 11, so I walked to the hall, and I got there early, so I waited outside, and I started talking to the girl that was sitting next to me on the bench, and we were just talking for a little while, and I'm like, eventually I was like, alright, well, I have to go and like try to find my class because I have no idea where it is, and she's like, oh, I'll walk with you, I'll help you find it. So she was really nice. So we were walking through the hall, and eventually found my class, and I was like, thank you. She's like, you're welcome. She's like, alright, I'm gonna go wander a little bit, because she was a junior, so she knew where the classes were. And she's like, I'm gonna go wander a little bit. She's like, I'll see you later. I'm like, alright, bye. So statistics was a pretty boring class. Our professor has a very, very strong accent. I think he's from like India or something, but he's really difficult to understand. So he was just like explaining all this stuff, and I had absolutely no idea what he was saying. Like, I was trying really hard to like understand what he was saying, but I couldn't. And we wound up like writing like 2 pages of notes in that class. But like, I was like looking around at the other kids sitting next to me, and like some of them had like blank stares on their faces as well. Like, they just couldn't understand him. But then he was like, within 2 weeks you're gonna know exactly what I'm saying, you won't even notice the accent. I'm like, okay. I'm like, but I really could not understand him. I was like, but he was really nice, so it was okay. And the class was supposed to be over at 12:15. They let us out 15 minutes early, so we got out at 12. That means I had half an hour before my next class, which was Intro to Psych. So I had to go back to the hall that I was in for a freshman experience. That's where my psych class was. So I was waiting outside for a little bit, and then I found my psych class, and so my psych class started at 12:30, and that was a cool class. The teacher was such a character, and really funny, and really nice. It was really cool. So I think that class is going to be okay. I think the class is going to be a lot of fun, because he's a really cool teacher. I can tell. But yeah, so that class was pretty chill. We didn't really do anything. He was just like basically talking about himself and stuff, and we just like went over like the syllabus for the class. But yeah, that class was cool. So we got done with that class at 1:45, and I was done with the day. I was done for the day. So then I left, and I came home, and that was the end of my day. But I really liked it. Yeah, it was really cool. It's just, yeah, it's so different from high school. It's just more laid back, you know. And yeah. So that was my day. And tomorrow, my first class starts at 12:30, which means I can sleep later, which is awesome. I have 2 classes tomorrow: English and American history, something. But yeah, so I'm kind of excited to go back tomorrow because I liked it so much. It was a good day. Nobody was mean to me, so that was a plus. Because usually I'm picked on so much because of my height, because I'm so short, but nobody bothered me today, and there were a lot of short girls, so it made me feel better, because in high school and middle school I was tortured, but here nobody seems to care. I don't like being mean. So yeah, I'm eating gummy